Good morning Year 4, this is your second literacy lesson for week 2. So today we are going to look at summarising. So we've done this lots and lots of times before in class. So just have a think, what does it mean to summarise? So if I say, can you summarise what you have done in the last 2 weeks? Think about, would you just tell me the key points or would you tell me everything that had happened? Okay, so you should have known that summarising was just recalling or retelling the main events of what has happened. So I have got a summary of Little Red Riding Hood to show you as an example. There was a little girl who lived in the forest named Little Red Riding Hood. She heard that her grandmother was not feeling well, so she decided to take a walk through the forest to bring her a basket of treats. A wolf found out about this and decided to break into the grandmother's house, put on her clothes and hide the grandmother in the closet. Then he waited for the little girl to show up so that he could trick her into giving him the treats. The girl came over and the wolf pretended to be the grandmother. He exposed his true identity, and as he was about to eat her, a woodsman showed up to come to her rescue. The wolf ran away and the grandmother came out of the closet. Okay, so that's not the whole story, it's just the main events that have happened. So, what I want you to do now, quick activity, is see if we can spot any pronouns. Now, we're going to come back to that in a moment because we're just going to have a little warm-up exercise. So, the easiest way is to spot the nouns first. So, remember, a noun is a naming word. So, I'm going to look for a name word. So, here I can spot a noun here, the Queen. And think about what type of word war is. Have a little think. Okay, it is a past tense verb, war. What would the present tense of war be? So war is it's already happened. What would the present tense be? Okay, it is where. Right, let's have a look at some more nouns. The Queen wore a crown. I know is a noun, it's the name of a thing. And we've come back to it again. Okay, so I want to think about now how I can replace the noun to add a pronoun to avoid repetition. So think about why we want to do that. If I'm going to say the Queen wore a crown, the crown was very sparkly, the crown was golden, the crown was big, the Queen put the crown on her head, the Queen said the crown was heavy. Okay, it's repetitive, it's not enjoyable for the reader, is it? So, I don't need to replace Queen because we've only got it once, but crown we have got twice. The Queen wore a crown, the crown was very sparkly. What could I replace that with? Have a think. I'm going to replace the crown with it. I need a capital letter. It was very sparkly. Let's see if we can spot the nouns here. When the Collins arrived, there's one. So Collins is just the last name. The Collins realised that the suitcase, there's one, the name of a thing, was not the Collins' suitcase. So all the repetition in there. When the Collins arrived, the Collins realised that the suitcase was not the Collins suitcase. So I'm going to look at what I can change. When the Collins arrived, instead of saying the Collins, now what could I say? Have a little think. I could say they, because it's more than one person, it's plural. They realised that the suitcase was not the Collins suitcase. This here I can just change to was not theirs. When the Collins arrived, they realised that the suitcase was not theirs. That sounds much better. I need to have my full stop. Now think about the spelling here of theirs. Why have I chosen to spell it like this? Because I could have spelt it there, there, or there. So why did I choose this one? You should be able to tell me that it belongs to them. Okay, theirs. I want you to have a go at the last one on your own now. So pause the video, see if you can spot the noun, and see if you can replace it with a noun to avoid repetition. Okay, so let's go back to our summary and see if we can spot any nouns or pronouns now. Let's see if we can spot the pronouns first. So I'll make this a different colour so we can see. Right. There was a little girl who lived in the forest named Little Red Riding Hood. She, so instead of saying Little Red Riding Hood again, I'm saying she, heard that her grandmother was not feeling well. So she decided to take a walk through the forest to bring her a basket of treats. Can you spot any more there? We've got a she again, there's quite a lot in here. I'm going to say that I can see he. Who is he referring to here? Have a look again. A wolf found out about this and decided to break into the grandmother's house, put on her clothes and hide the grandmother in the closet. Then he, so we know it's talking about the wolf. Once again, I want you to pause the video and see how many pronouns you can spot. Okay, so keep that now in the back of your mind, in your memory, about using those pronouns to avoid repetition, because that's something I want to see in your writing at the end of the week. So back to the task for literacy, we are summarising. Now your activity is to create a comic strip. So you have got this in your pack. And here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things. So you need to think of the 6 main parts. Okay, so think about what happened first. This one you're looking for sort of the middle, and then the end, what happened at the end. So remember, a comic strip as well should have lots of images. If you want to write some keywords or something that the character might say or think, you can do. So you need to stop the video now and complete your comic strip to summarise.